man. Let's talk about David Benavidez defeating David Morrell. Yeah, I did see the fight last night. Um, yeah, we seen it. 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 I mean, shit. The biggest mistake I seen David Morrell make last night was not going to David Benavidez's body. That was the biggest mistake that he made. Benavidez continued to put water in the bank. Morrell just lacked the experience. I was surprised that his conditioning was so good to make it 12 because it looked like he wasn't gonna make it 12. People said he started slow. It wasn't that he started slow. Benavidez started fast. He overwhelmed him with speed, combination punches. And when you get a guy that started fast, you've seen in the Ghostwick fight, he slowed down the stretch. And Morrell, I don't think Morrell had the experience or the conditioning, nor did he make the investment into the body for Benavidez to slow down, to get him to slow down. Had he invested into the body and had a sustained body attack early, he might have been able to get Benavidez out of there. He hurt Benavidez some time because he was countering Benavidez. He was punching in between Benavidez shots. And Benavidez defense, truth be told, it was pretty good last night early on. He blocked a lot of shots. And then Morrell started counterpunching. You know, that's what Morrell started doing. Morrell started counterpunching. That's exactly what he started doing. Dave Morrell started punching in between Benavidez shots. But the thing about it is, his one shot, by the time he started countering, he didn't have enough conditioning or power on them shots no more. That was the only issue. He didn't have enough. So when he was punching in between the shots, and Benavidez is throwing 3 or 4 shots, 2, 3, 4 shots, and Morrell is throwing one shot, and it was catching Benavidez and kind of stopping him in his tracks. You know what I'm saying? I felt that he should have been looking to throw combinations. Like when these guys counterpunch, they throw one shot. They throw one shot off the counter. I feel like last night he should have been throwing 2 or 3 shots in between at Benavidez. He'd land one good shot, and then Benavidez would move back and reset, and then come at him again. You kind of see what I'm saying? He would come back at him again, and I felt that Morrell should have started putting combinations together or throwing, more than one counter shot. So he didn't go to the body. He didn't throw more than one counter shot. See, when these dudes get used to their power, knocking everybody out, when they get used to that, where their power is is that one shot, he not used to throwing multiple shots. He should have been throwing multiple shots. Yeah, he should have been throwing multiple shots. Off the counter, he should have threw multiple shots. But he was, hurting Benavidez, getting his attention. His eye was swole. There was one time he countered Benavidez and almost sent him to the upper room, but Benavidez got a good jaw. But if I'm fighting Benavidez, man, I'm going to the body, bro. I'm slowing that guy down to the body. And Benavidez, one thing you got to give him credit for, Benavidez gonna go to that body. Benavidez gonna go to that body. Benavidez is gonna go to that body. That's a fact. Benavidez is gonna go to that body. And that's one thing, he consistently went to the body. Now, you could tell that David Morrell really didn't like them body shots because down the stretch, like when Benavidez consistently went to the body, but down the stretch, like and later in that fight, he go to the body. Then once he hit Morrell in the body, then Morrell would start throwing a get off me body shot back at him. Morrell just lacked the experience, bro. That's pretty much what it was. I don't think it was a talent thing. He lacked the experience. They should have been telling him, man, you fight a guy like this, go to the body. Go to the body. You already don't have probably as much experience going down the stretch as this guy do. Go to the body. You slow him up once you go to the body, and then down the stretch, that shot that he landed, that drop Benavidez, that was a good counter shot. That might have kept him down. That shot might have kept him down. That shot might have kept him down. But he just headhunted, and then Benavidez just outworked him. So, like I said, Benavidez was going to win a wide unanimous decision. He outworked him. Simple as that. Benavidez outworked him. Nothing more, nothing less, nothing more, nothing less. Benavidez outworked him. He outworked him. They both had good jaws and all that, but Benavidez simply outworked him. That's what happened last night. Benavidez outworked him. So, nothing more, nothing less. And he just couldn't keep up with Benavidez output. And a good counter shot here, it wasn't good enough to win the fight. All right. It wasn't good enough to win the fight. It wasn't good enough to get his attention. Okay. So you need to go to the body, and he needs to throw counter punch combination. You need to throw more than one counter shot. And I guarantee you, had he went to that body and he countered with more than one shot, he probably would have got Benavidez out of there. I'm telling you, he probably would have got Benavidez out of there. He should have kept that jab going a lot more. And my homie from Texas, man, this is what he texted me last night, because we was texting back and forth. This is what we was texting last night. He texted me. He don't mind me reading this. I guarantee you he don't. Hold on. Man, I be having so many text messages, bro. This shit is crazy. He said, hold on. He said Benavidez will stop walking in with no jab. He can get home more. And that's a fucking fact. That's a fact. Andre Ward told David Benavidez when he did the All the Smoke podcast before the fight, he told David Benavidez, yo, you'll be dangerous if you lose both your hands. Use your jab. And this last night, and I'm going to talk about Isaac Cruz. Isaac Cruz started losing his jab last night. If Benavidez learned how to use a jab, I don't know why Mexican fighters don't use a jab. Even Teofimo Lopez, he's Hispanic. He don't use a jab a lot. I think Canelo should use his jab a lot more. You got to ask yourself, why don't they use their jab more? Benavidez, if he worked off his jab, he would have a legit chance to beat a better BF or a Bivol. He don't work off his jab enough. And with better BF and Bivol, if you don't use your jab, if you come in going around the guard like that, bro, they throw poisonous darts with straight shots and with hooks. He got fast hands, but I feel like if Benavidez uses jab, learn how to use a jab, and it's probably too late for him to get on that jab like that. No, did he? But he also stopped loading up on his punches so much. I like the way he loaded up on his body shots. But if he let his punches to the head flow without, just letting them flow a little bit more and then mixing in hard shots, he'd be a more dangerous fighter. But the Mexican motherfuckers don't like using their jab. That we know. They don't like using their jab. That motherfucker will not use that jab. Had he used that jab, had Morrell use his jab some more. Had Morrell use his jab more. Neither, I don't know, man. Morrell would have made it a lot easier had he used his jab. And not that little get off me fucking jab them niggas be using. Had he used his fucking jab. Had he used his jab, bro. Like a real stiff and stern jab. Had he used a real stiff and stern jab, we would be having a different conversation. Like, it's a lost art for a lot of these dudes to use the jab. And Morrell only landed 29 jabs, and Benavidez landed 43. Morrell threw more jabs at 178, and Benavidez threw 175. You gotta throw the jab. Excuse me, y'all can't see. You gotta throw the jab, bro. If you fight Benavidez, the number one thing you should be doing is throwing the jab, jabbing. You should be jabbing. No ifs, ands, buts about it. You should be jabbing. You should be jabbing. So for you to come in there and not jab versus Benavidez, all he was doing was letting Benavidez push him back, get off, and he was throwing a get off me punch. And as the fight progressed, his counter shots started getting home. That's it. He was letting Benavidez outwork him. The fight wasn't really close. It was competitive. He was letting Benavidez outwork him, right? And he was throwing get off me punches. And some of them counter shots started to land. He really, when I seen him start moving back in the fight, I said he in trouble. I said that right then and there. He started letting Benavidez just walk him down. And when Benavidez started fighting like real sharp fighters and punchers, and would they're gonna use their straight shots and go around the guard, he gonna have to use his jab, bro. He gonna get knocked out if he don't start using his jab. His height and his, the guys he fighting that's limited in experience, that's why the fight with Canelo is so much in his favor, in my opinion, because Canelo don't really use a fucking jab. So if you fight Benavidez, like the number one thing Morrell and them should have been working on is the variations of jab, a power jab, a stiff jab, working the jab to the body. Man, I'm going to Benavidez. I'm dropping that jab to the body. You can out jab him because he coming around the guard. And once that jab start landing, then you can shoot that right down the hand, down the pipe. And what Morrell like to do is throw the left hook in the right hand. He loves just throwing the lead left and right hooks. He like throwing left and right hooks. So it played in Benavidez's hand. But if Benavidez is going to be competitive with the elites at light heavyweight, Bivol and better BF, he got a jab. He got a jab. He got a jab. He got a jab. They have to jab. If he does not utilize his jab, same thing for Morrell going forward. This wasn't a fight that dropped his stock. This wasn't that dropped his stock. No. But if he don't learn to utilize these niggas don't learn to jab, bro, they don't have a chance versus the elites of the elites. They have to jab. They have to jab. And if Benavidez don't learn to jab, I don't know what it is in Hispanic boxing where they just feel like, nigga, we ain't got a jab. I don't know what it is. I don't know. But hey, I felt Benavidez won. He just outworked him. And if you gonna beat David Benavidez, bro, unless you gonna outpower him, you have to jab. And Morrell, he didn't go to the body. He didn't jab. He lost. Simple as that. He didn't throw combination punches while countering. He throwing one punch. He throwing one punch. One punch. Benavidez gonna eat one punch. Now imagine he throw 2-3 combination punches, and it was there. He was hitting Benavidez with one hard counter punch. Benavidez was fading back. You know what I'm saying? He could have hit him again. Morrell just wasn't ready, bro. Like honestly, bro, like he was ill prepared for this fighting experience and corner work. I'm sorry about that, Ronnie Shields. He should have been, the whole camp should have been that motherfucker jabbing. I got a guy that don't throw jab. We should have been working on a jab, hard jab, peppering jab, spear jab, counter jab, jab to the chest, jab to the stomach, going to the body. Go to the body, son. He liked to start fast, so let's put the interest in the body. Let's slow him down so it could be more even down the stretch. So if we land that shot that drop him, he might not have the legs to get back up and operate. Like, I don't understand I think Ronnie probably had the right game plan, to be real. You know what I'm saying? He just didn't follow it. He probably didn't. That should have been the game plan. We in camp, we jabbing, we working on jabs up and down. And we working on combination counter punches, working on body work. That's the fight right there. That was the fight. So they didn't have a proper game plan, or he didn't follow the game plan flat out. So hey, let me know what you girls and guys think, man. Check out the fight prediction playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch. Amazon, Kick, Twitch. Join the Patreon here, Cash App, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link, and all that's in the link tree. Check my Detroit channel out, Free Game 89 channel. Appreciate y'all. Peace.